Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Projectonegaming. Wanted to do a video for you guys to talk about the new direction that Projectonegaming is going to head towards. Everything that we do to help and support our wargaming community. We know times are tough, especially in the economy. We're all sick of hearing that. But let's face it, this is a very expensive hobby. So what we do is try to make these competitive prices to where you guys as potential clients, but more than that, again, the wargaming community, you guys can benefit and get the models that you want and get the projects you want done at a reasonable price. Because let's face it, so many of these, our stores that we go to, as much as we want to support them, prices are crazy. They're crazy, and many of us in the team, we're a 5-man team right now. And out of the 5 of us, there's some of us that paint. On top of painting, we do the assembling. On top of that, we do the media, we do the internet site, we do the shipping. We all have so many different tasks, but we're just trying to start off, and so much of our profit, quote unquote, that we get from doing projects goes right back into the business. Nothing goes into our pockets, so we try to balance our normal lives on top of Projectonegaming lives, and we're okay with that. We want to see this become successful, but more than that, again, we want to help out our community. We've burnt holes through our wallets getting started into we're all big 40K players, and we've burnt so much money on armies we don't even have anymore because we got rid of them and we got more into the game and we want to do things, and so on and so on and so on. But the new direction we want to go into is the assembly, because we notice that there's so many people out there, and we've asked the questions. Some people are very particular about their painting, and they want to do it themselves, which is cool, because I was always the same way. But we don't necessarily have the time to put everything together. So, we want to really focus on assembly. Will we still paint? Absolutely, we'll still paint. Are we still going to be competitive in prices? Yes, that is the whole point of our business. And I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I really want to stress the point. For what you can get in the stores, that's retail price, put everything you want in your cart and go to the cash register. What we'll do is we will assemble your army. We'll buy the parts for you. We'll assemble the army. We're going to talk about the different stages that we will assemble them in for under the price of retail. Sometimes we come to the price and just go above the price of retail, all depending on what you want in your project. But we try to save you money, or at least give you more bang for your buck. Again, you might not have the time to put everything together, but you really want to get into the hobby, and you're not too stressed out about the paint. Things like that, okay? So I'm going to do a couple of different clips of, I have Necrons to kind of give you as an example of what we're trying to talk about. So let me put a couple things in front of you and show you guys what exactly I'm talking about and what we're going to do. Alright, so check it out. Okay, so here's stage 1. Stage 1 is your basic, out-of-the-box look. It's got, the normal bases. We pretty much just open the box, look at the directions, and build to that degree, or build to like what it looks like in the back of the box. We still clean the model, just like in any stage. We get rid of the mold lines, any faulty issues like that. We'll fix it, we'll correct it. If things have to be filled in with some liquid green stuff, we'll do that. But again, it's your basic, out of the box, just the normal bases, the normal posing, generic look. So that's what you get for stage 1. Okay, here's stage 2. Stage 2 is you take your basic models and just pose them differently. You're still going to get the same bases, but give your model a different and unique look to kind of break up from the norm of what you're used to seeing. So again, taking this Necron warrior and just hunching him over as opposed to having him straight up, that gives it a different look in the overall scheme of things. Okay, so this is like your basic Triarch Stalker, just a different example of stage 2. So what the big difference is here is obviously there's no rider. It's just we take the same parts you get and use them differently. So by eliminating the rider, you're getting a more sleek look. The weapon's sitting on top. The weapon can come off. It just gives your army a different look. So again, in this look, you get a little more of a spider-esque feel. But it just helps your army be that much more different than the next person's army. Okay, so stage 3. Stage 3 is our final stage, but it does kind of vary because there's so many different options you can do. Stage 3 is where we get more into conversion work. We get more into getting bases for you, sourcing out bits if we have to use more green stuff. So here's 2 examples to talk about. To the right we have a Destroyer Lord. Now this Destroyer Lord is just a basic destroyer using Lynchguard bits to give it the Lord look. So this is where we love stage 3, not because it may seem like it costs more money, but we get more creative and we actually try to help you save money in certain areas. So again, with this Destroyer Lord, instead of buying one Destroyer and then a Destroyer Lord upgrade, if you're okay with that kind of a look, that's what you get. Boom, there's your Destroyer Lord. But you can still source out and find the bits of the Resurrection Orb and the one-handed War Scythe hold, things like that. Now to your right is my sample Necron that I'm working on for the direction I'm going with my Necron army, and he's sitting on a secret weapon miniature base. But obviously it's not a standard generic Necron warrior. I'm using a Necron Lynchguard body with warrior legs and obviously the Gauss weapon to give him the more feel of a Necron warrior in the sketch in the codex. So this is what stage 3 is all about, is really breaking out creativity, working with the client, looking at different pictures that the client might find. We might look for pictures for the client to show them, and really developing a good way to execute an army and make it just look, again, different from anybody else's. So again, stage 3, we're incorporating more bases, more green stuff. Any one of these stages, we can do magnets, magnetizing your different weapon choices, things like that. That can be incorporated into any stage. The amount that your bases have, if you wanted us to just get like static grass and stuff like that for your bases and not paint the bases but at least get like the grass on it and stuff like that, that can be incorporated into any stage. So there's all different things that you can do, but this is the direction that we want to go with at Project One. Again, just because we want to save the wargaming community money, and if we're not saving you money because you're investing so much into like bases, also I forgot to mention, stage 3 is where we can really heavily convert everything by sourcing out different parts from different companies, like Puppets of War, Max Mini, anything like that, where you want just like a different look. But obviously, the more conversion work you're investing, the more money overall the project is going to cost. So that's why we never say, it costs X amount of dollars, or that's why we say stage 3 is the most cost variant, because there's so many different options you can do. But if we're not saving you money off the price of retail and it's just over the price of retail, you're getting more bang for your buck, and that's another big thing, is you're either going to save money with us or you're going to get more bang for your buck. So that's the new direction that we're heading with in Project One Gaming. We will still commission painting if you request it, so please send us some emails inquiring about a project you want done, even if you just want to know, hey, how much is this going to cost? Get your project in so we can queue it in, because we have so many good deals going on now till Christmas. I know it just turned October, but Christmas is right around the corner. So try to get your projects in so we can get it in line. We can hook you up with some really awesome deals that we got going on. Get at us at projectonegaming@gmail.com. We try to respond really quick for you guys, and we look forward to hearing from you guys. Take care, everybody.